Imagine sitting in a bustling cafe in Silicon Valley. Dan Sullivan, the entrepreneurial coach, leans forward and drops this bomb. The secret to getting more done is how can I do this? But who can do this for me? It sounds almost too simple, but what if that one question could unleash your productivity and change your entire life? Let's uncover why the who not how mindset is the biggest game changer you've never heard of. You're stuck on an idea, possibly your next big breakthrough, but your brain is running in circles about how to pull it off. This is the trap, focusing on how instead of WHO, ready to flip that script. Dan Sullivan tells the story of a client, Lisa, who dreamed of launching a fitness app but spent 2 years spinning her wheels trying to learn coding herself. When she finally asked, "Who can build this for me?" she hired a developer. Boom, her app went from fantasy to functioning product in 3 months. Asking how is like trying to build a house with just your hands, exhausting and inefficient. But asking who is like hiring a contractor, an electrician, and a plumber. Suddenly everything starts clicking into place. Your brain switches from a DIY mindset to a CEO mindset, tapping into exponential possibilities. This mindset shift explodes your productivity, converting overwhelm into clear, manageable steps through collaboration. The surprising insight: the depth of your success is directly tied to the quality of the who's in your life, not your solo hustle. Ever procrastinate on a big goal? Dan Sullivan spotlights why putting your head down and grinding harder is the exact opposite of what you need. Let's dig into the real reason and the untapped solution. Benjamin Hardy shares how a client struggled for months planning a book but never wrote a chapter. Instead of asking, "How do I write this?" he shifted to, "Who can edit and structure my ideas?" Suddenly, the book's outline and first draft appeared in weeks, all because he stopped fighting his resistance alone. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's your brain protecting energy. Trying to do everything yourself drains your willpower. But when you delegate who, you offload friction and keep your energy laser focused on your strengths, like a race car letting its pit crew handle the rest. Once you've got your who's in place, goals become unstoppable forces. Your role shifts from overwhelmed doer to visionary, guiding your who's to make the impossible possible. The payoff: activities feel easier, rewarding, and downright fun. Now, what if you stopped building alone forever? Dan explains the magic of surrounding yourself with who's who don't just work for you but grow alongside you. It's a whole new circle of success. Dan recounts his own breakthrough moment partnering with Benjamin Hardy. Their unique skills, coaching, and psychology lifted both to new heights. It wasn't just outsourcing, it was a dynamic growth relationship where each who expanded the other's capabilities. Think of your who's like different instruments in a band. Alone, they're good, but together, symphony. By intentionally choosing people whose strengths complement your own, you create an ecosystem that's vibrant, efficient, and resilient. One success feeds another. This mindset dissolves isolation and burnout. When you lean fully into who not how, your work lights up with energy and exponential progress. The surprise: your network becomes your ultimate asset, far more powerful than any skill you try to master solo. Remember Lisa in that noisy Silicon Valley cafe? She was drowning in how until she asked who. That question unlocked everything. Now go find your who's, whether it's a coder, an editor, or a partner, and watch your ideas go from stuck to unstoppable. Try this next time you feel overwhelmed. Pause and ask, "Who can do this for me?" You'll be surprised how often the door swings wide open. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.